Before you and me sit over here and criticize the film for its over-the-top action, lack of physics and logic, and hyper-nationalism, I have to make it clear that our criticism on Twitter and on any social media platform is not going to have any effect of the crazy numbers this film is going to collect in the box office. Just like I made a video on Baghi 3 and how it questions our intelligence and the capability of the Indian audience to objectively think and still will amass hundreds of crores, the case with Sooryavanshi is going to be exponentially different. Mainly because of the ambition of the film and the star cast that is involved with it. Let's first get to what the story of the film is and why I have certain problems with the science and treatment of the trailer of the movie. So the movie is going to focus on Sooryavanshi, the head of the anti-terrorism squad of Maharashtra, who identifies that there is going to be a terror attack in Mumbai. The scale at which Sooryavanshi is being pitched is way bigger and impactful from the masses perspective compared to the other cop universe films, as it sets up the antagonist about to create national havoc. If you look at a film like Singham, the cop gets after the goon responsible for kidnapping, extortion and smuggling, and he tackles this from Shivgarh. Similarly, in a film like Simba, the cop goes after a local goon who is responsible for drug smuggling and sexual assault, and he tackles this from Miramar. So both films are restricted on a local level. Sooryavanshi is really banking on the pan-India appeal by focusing on Islamic terrorism, revisiting the troubling history of Mumbai and several attacks since 1993, and furthermore constantly reminding the audience of like-minded and noble Indian Muslims working towards the security of the country. This movie, from a story point of view, will create grey shades of the antagonists like Kumud Mishra and Jackie Shroff, whose families had been brutally killed in previous attacks, blame the system and take up arms in seeking for some kind of closure by blowing up the city. How the anti-terrorism squad tackles the impending attack ahead is basically Sooryavanshi. Now let's come to the biggest problem that I had with the trailer and smaller issues that are honestly just a feature of any Rohit Shetty film. The highlight of Simba was Singham's entry, something that was celebrated with hooting and cheering in theatres, something that was ruined with the trailer of Simba. People still talk about how no one had any idea that Salman Khan was in Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, and how his entry left audiences losing their mind in theatres. The element of surprise is one of the most joyful aspects to witness and experience in theatres, and by basically showing the entry points of both Simba and Singham, you have basically fleshed out all the beats of the film and how it will develop. Ranveer Singh and Ajay Devgan could have been minor glimpses in the trailer, but every aspect of the film seems to have just been laid out for us. Of course, the police force is going to be successful. Now, what do we have to look forward to? The minor issues that I have with this film are honestly features that any Rohit Shetty film can't do without. Ajay Devgan's entry, Katrina Kaif's inconsequential role like many of the female roles in these cop films, Singham basically dodging a rocket coming his way by casually dipping his shoulder, and what is Katrina doing in this frame? While everyone is in the line of fire, holding the hero's hand. So yeah, makes sense. See, that suspension of reality is inevitable in an action film like this, but sometimes you can't help yourself but chuckle hysterically. Now let's get to my other point. See, the ambition and vision of the creator is something that maybe hasn't been done in several years, and is so effective, especially with respect to the returns this film will receive. You have to bow your head to a creator like Rohit Shetty to first of all have the vision of these worlds coinciding with each other, to get actors who are at the prime of their acting careers in the form of Akshay, Kumar, Ranveer Singh and Ajay Devgan, and get them to share screen space in an action film where majority of the heavy lifting will be done by Kumar. Shows you first the willingness of the actors to collaborate with one another and just the sheer scale and investment that must be going into getting this done. Now that I have tuned the creator's horn, it's also a bit far-fetched, bizarre and well out of line to even consider that this is our dedication towards a superhero universe, be it Marvel or DC, because it does a disservice to the years of development of characters and worlds in the United States. You're comparing a police office universe that has barely been developed since 2011 to a cinematic universe that has its origins from 1939. Superheroes like Captain America and their world and the characters have been fleshed out since 1941. Similarly, for an iconic character like Batman since 1943. These characters, their worlds, the antagonists and the cities they reside in have been fleshed out for generations. Comparing our police universe to a universe that has been developed for now close to a century really does dumb down the efforts and creative vision of the Marvel and DC universe. This also brings me to the third point, which is an avid movie fan who thinks about the potential of Hindi cinema in competing with the global market and having characters that can connect with a worldwide audience. What is the potential of us having our own superhero universe? See, it's important that we acknowledge that the Rohit Shetty cop universe is intended to connect with the Indian market. Various eccentricities, the treatment of action, and the problems faced by the antagonist is very specific to Indian issues to be tackled. This further limits the potential revenue of the film, which mind you will exceed 200 crores convincingly. So, with this argument, why aren't we tapping into the rich range of superheroes Raj Comics has developed since the last 36 years? Why are we developing mythological trilogies like Brahmastra and vague superheroes like Flying Jat when we have such a wide range of characters that can be developed and match the standards of the international market? It's obvious. The risk is too high, the already set market is niche, but trust me, the Indian audiences are craving for a good Indian superhero film. Imagine an A-list star backing a film with a character like Bhedia, a crossbred between a human and a wolf, personalities within the same being that are at loggerheads with each other in the remote villages of Assam, or a lead female actor taking up the role of Shakti, infused with the energy of goddess Kali. It still blows my mind how we haven't tapped into developing films from Raj Comics. The film industry honestly underestimates how the Indian audience will eat up such stories instantly. So irrespective, we know despite whatever I say in this video, Akshay Kumar's Sooryavanshi is going to be a roaring success in the box office. It will of course have several issues from a premise or screenplay point of view. It will be packed with one-liners meant for the single screen theatres. It will only have slow motion shots of all the heroes and their entries. Per product bik raha hai boss. The Rohit Shetty universe isn't any more different than the Fast and Furious franchise, a bizarre, over-the-top, cheesy, guilty pleasure that has the biggest names and banks millions. And we honestly can't do anything about it. Though, can we expect in the next few years a legit superhero movie from Raj Comics being developed? I would honestly kill to see Doga on the big screen, orphaned as a child, a family mercilessly killed, an anti-hero against the corrupt legal system. These safety nets will work, but can we strive for authentic brilliance ahead? And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below what you thought about Sooryavanshi. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.